I'm here with Aaron from Nest.VC. Thank you for taking the time to speak.
Thanks for having me.
Can you tell us some more about what you guys are doing?
Sure. At Nest, we've been investing in startups for the last 5 years. We've invested in 52 companies all across the world in the US, Europe, and in Asia. And we're very excited to be bringing our brand of support and our brand of globalization into Africa for the first time.
Great. What kind of deal sizes are you looking at right now?
Traditionally, Nest has looked at deal sizes between 50 to 200,000. I think certainly in Africa, we're actively looking at readjusting that to suit local realities.
Okay. And what are you doing specifically to help startups in these markets?
Sure. I think what we do that's a little bit different is we're all about helping these startups grow global or at least regional. We have offices in London, Paris, New York, Hong Kong, Singapore, Bangkok, you name it. And for us, I think it's really powerful to be able to introduce the idea to a Nigerian entrepreneur that, hey, maybe your next market is in Indonesia. Or Kenyan entrepreneur, hey, maybe your next market is in Myanmar, where mobile money is just starting and you have a lot of expertise that you can actually deliver. I think that's something that we do that's a little bit different. I think another thing that we do that's a little bit different is we work extensively with some of the world's biggest brands on corporate accelerators. And the reason we do so is really because startups have come to us and said that they need so much more than capital. They need customer access, they need brand legitimacy, and they need more opportunities for partnerships and alliances. You can only grow large on the shoulders of giants, right? And we've been able to marry the two very successfully. We work with brands like Nissan, we work with AIA Insurance, the world's second biggest life insurance company, to bring to life these startups and to really help them scale globally very quickly.
And can you give us some examples of the startups that you've brought to other countries from Africa?
Sure. One of my favorite examples is our most recent investment, Onger. It is a Kenyan startup. It works on CRM technology, integrating into instant messaging. So they've integrated with platforms like WhatsApp, like Line, like Messenger. Their most recent integration is with WeChat. So they didn't need so much more of a help already. They already had customers in South America, in North America, in Europe, and all the way from small businesses to the large corporates. With their most recent integration to WeChat, while Africa is beginning to start using WeChat, the real market for WeChat is all about Northeast Asia. It's all about Southeast Asia as well, where we have a very strong presence. So we're helping this Kenyan startup set up their first overseas sales office in Hong Kong, helping them hire, helping them push out to our networks of corporates and small businesses to be able to help them truly internationalize from one emerging market to another.
We're hearing a lot about North Africa and Morocco. What are your thoughts on Morocco and North Africa as an investment destination now?
I think Morocco represents a very exciting opportunity. I think it's often been said that Morocco really is in the confluence of Europe, the Middle East, and Africa. And I think it's beginning to realize how powerful that position is. I think what we've seen is a lot of the entrepreneurs here have a lot of technical depth. A lot of them have a strong history of engineering, of mathematics. And so we're able to see a lot of startups that have been able to build on that, whether that's something to do with data, whether that's something to do with hardware. It's really exciting to see all of that come to life. And I also think that a lot of the Moroccan entrepreneurs are quite firmly aware of the realities in the developed world. So a lot of them have links to the US and to France, but a lot of them also have links into the rest of Africa, so Senegal, Cote d'Ivoire. And so they're kind of almost able to take the skills and resources from these developed markets and apply them to solutions which are solving problems for the developing market. So I think it's very exciting to kind of see where it will be going in the next 2 or 3 years, and we hope to be part of that story.
Wow. And so what is the plan then for Nest for say, the next couple of years in Africa?
Sure. So we've only just begun to take our first steps into Africa. Nairobi's been our base, and they've been fantastic hosts. Silicon Savannah is definitely everything that the world thinks it is. 2016 will be a year whereby we start turning our eye to the rest of Africa. We've already sent one South African fintech startup across to Hong Kong to participate in our accelerator there and to begin working with some global banks. So that process has already begun. We are actively looking to set up more physical presences in Lagos, in Cape Town, as well as possibly in Casablanca. And we're actively looking to work with the right partners on this.
What's the most exciting space right now, do you think, across Africa in startup and mobile space?
I think it's very difficult to pinpoint sort of one very specific thing. I think this story of mobile has been told time and time again. So just to be a bit different, I would say I'm really excited about connected devices. I'm very excited about IoT. I'm really excited at the potential for mobile technology, but not necessarily mobile phones. Right? I think there's been a lot of narrative over how phones can empower the next generation of African entrepreneurs, businessmen, individuals, right? But I think for a lot of very specific purposes, whether that's farming, whether that's taking payments, or whether that's measuring energy somewhere. I think very dedicated devices, which are then connected to the rest of the internet because you've got very good data coverage, that's a lot more exciting, because to be able to build a phone that can cater to all those very specific, I would say quite rough use cases, is a bit challenging. And so I'm much more excited about the potential for the mobile internet, less mobile devices.